Hey everyone, it's now official that Overwatch 2 is a huge joke of a game. And if you've ever wondered before, yes, it's okay to laugh at Overwatch 2 because it's not even a second game. Overwatch 2 compared to Overwatch 1, it's just DLC. It's an update, okay? It's the biggest joke of a sequel we've ever seen, and it keeps getting worse, and here is why, okay? Blizzard is scrapping Overwatch 2 hero missions and progression, talent trees, you know, that entire thing they talked about. It's clear that we can't deliver on the original version of PvE. So at this point, Overwatch was sold on being like a PvE, PvP hybrid experience, and it's just not anything close to that. It's Overwatch with like a new map and changed around heroes a bit, abilities. It's just a DLC. It's not even Overwatch like 1.5. It's just a hot fix. It's free DLC. Overwatch was announced in 2019. Progression, this is a quote, on the PvE experience hasn't made the progress we would like to hope. It's hilarious. We jump on over to Reddit. We can see people there as well, also mad. Blizzard to cancel plans on Overwatch 2 PvE game. Basic reasoning is that they just couldn't do it. They suck. They couldn't handle the resources. I didn't even know that they're on season 7, almost like season 6, 7, right? Like, that's crazy to me. I had no idea. Maybe I'm confused, but wasn't the entire point of Overwatch 2 supposed to be the PvE game mode was eventually to come? The entire point of Overwatch 2 was to scrap the original monetization model and replace it with the current one. Yeah, it's just so wild that Overwatch 2 compared to 1 was just a DLC drop with a worse monetization. Been saying Overwatch 2 is really just Overwatch free-to-play update. This news confirms it. Yeah, rip. So Overwatch 2 just got some map updates, a couple heroes, and a push game mode. Yeah, see? It's just like an update. Plus all those shiny things you can purchase for money. So people are not happy. So what's even the difference between Overwatch 1 and 2? 5v5 instead 6v6. Bastion has a hat. And you have to pay for new heroes unless you like grinding a lot. Hey, as well as they added a map and they swapped hero abilities around a bit, you know. Damn, that's sad. Overwatch really is like a good example of a failure, pathetic live service game that was 100% brought up and brought together purely because of the community around it. Like, Overwatch would be dead and buried if the community around it didn't like the game itself so much. So this is just huge and like so sad and surprising. Another Kotaku article here. Overwatch 2's ambitious story mode is getting gutted into something smaller. That's right, they're nerfing story mode. They're doing everything. It's a lot worse and they're taking away, it's just worse, right? So this is their season roadmap. Overwatch, Quest Watch, limited time event, cinematic reveal, summer games, right? Nothing really. Roadmap season 6, story missions, finally, it's happening. New support hero, Flashpoint hero mastery, okay, cool. And then season 7 and beyond. New tank hero, collaboration event, control map, winter event, new hero mastery update, Roadhog rework, fan favorite, etc, etc, etc. Nothing huge. Overwatch 2 PvE game mode change. I think the only PvE game modes now is going to be the story missions. And while the story missions might be cool, it's not going to be what people wanted. So RIP on that. If we go over to the Overwatch subreddit, we'll see that everyone's like, whew, new roadmap. People are not happy. Original plans for PvE scrapped. Overwatch 2 PvE mode scrapped. Blizzard explains what happened. That's why I'm calling this video, this one, Overpromised 2. Overpromised 2, okay? It's pretty apparent why this is the Overpromised 2 beta gameplay update. Call it what you will, but man, I think some of the top posts, if we go to the Overwatch subreddit, is just shitting on Overwatch 2. Devs announced most original, oh god, PvE scrapped, right? Everything's just gonna be like, it's bad, oh, it's rough. Okay, let's do the past year, right? What are people liking about Overwatch this year? Cost me less to buy this charm in real life than it does in game. That's not a good look for a top post this year, okay? This subreddit is in damage control mode. Not a good look. Is this a joke? I have to grind 8 months for one legendary skin in the shop? Not looking good. Support is fine, you guys. When you're the best player in the game, support, defeat. Okay, so it looks like all of the top Overwatch posts are just shitting on Overwatch 2 because it's gotten so much worse. No skins as rewards for playing the Halloween event sucks. All of them just say no to greed, say no to heroes locked in the battle. Literally all of the top Overwatch posts are about how bad something is. That's not a good sign. I don't know if you know that, but when everyone on your subreddit hates your game and all of the top posts are shitting on your game, that means you fucked up. Overwatch 1 was a good game that was, to my knowledge, left unsupported by the devs. It just didn't have enough to it. It was a good live service game, but after the first year, it just didn't get enough support, updates, anything. It just didn't get enough. But people loved it, and the community liked the game itself, but the devs ruined it. We had a ton of people like Mogul Mail, would love to hear Ludwig's take, but we got instead Mogul Mail's take on this whole thing, as well as I saw Critical's video. I saw he posted one, your boy Charlie. So everyone's talking about this, the biggest gaming news. If we go to Overwatch 2 on Metacritic, we can see that the user score is just so dog. Critic score, gives it a 79, but critic scores in most cases aren't really worth anything. All the user scores just shat on it because it wasn't a new game. It was an update, okay? Overwatch 2 released October 4th, 2022, and it was literally one update to the game. It was not a new game. This is like, oh my god, this is like CSGO going from CSGO 1 to 2, except they market CSGO 2 as if it was going to be a PvE game, not a engine physics update game. No. This is that, right? Except the difference is CSGO is exactly honest with what the update is, and everyone's excited for it because we're like, okay, new physics, new engine. People like CSGO, and Overwatch just shat on everyone. It's CSGO if done poorly in the worst way possible is what I'm trying to say. Everyone's just like, same game, worse. Same game, worse. Same game, worse. Took all our shit, made it worse. Same game, but worse. Oh god. You love to see it, hate to see it. I really do feel bad for all of you Overwatch players or Overwatch fans out there. It's not a good time to like Overwatch. If you Google Overwatch 2, you just see everything's just, God, nerfed, bad, canceled, everything's bad. Overwatch 2, yeah, man, I watched some of it and, oof. Overwatch 2 PV gets cancelled. Overwatch 2 is dead. All the YouTube videos, so it's not going well. Last, we have the little IGN News article, Overwatch 2 PV hero mode cancelled. Difficult decision, right? And it just kind of goes over everything we know. A bunch of quotes down here. Just, we know that if we get into seasonal cadence, we can release things during seasons a way that we can plan for effectively, and we think it's going to be really exciting for the players. How many players are still going hard on Overwatch 2? Hard to say. I play a small game called Warframe, so I mean, am I really one to talk? Who knows, but it looks like the fandom for Overwatch 2 is failing entirely. It's just such a mess. Not the fandom, but the devs are failing the fandom. Words are hard, you know what I mean. I feel bad for anyone who really likes or cares for Overwatch. I'm just here to shitpost and kind of laugh at it, but man, feels bad, because the devs working on it probably are like, hey, the new stuff coming out is great, but it's gonna be so overshadowed by the fact that the public team and the expectations that they laid out for fans were entirely shit on and ruined, and the big stuff people were excited for isn't even coming at all. So yeah, Overwatch 2 is a great example of what not to do, PR-wise, video game-wise, update-wise, release-wise. They didn't need to do that. They could have just had an update for Overwatch and called it Overwatch 1.5, because really, it wasn't much of a change. You changed around some abilities, added a game mode and some maps, and added a player to the team. It's just such a sad new game update release, and this makes it all that much worse. So appreciate y'all watching, subbing, liking. I just wanted to talk about this because I saw it, I laughed at it, I had fun with it. It's like when Overwatch 2 came out, I played it for a couple of days, I laughed at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna play this again. And then I called it a day. Played for a week, maybe a day, couple days, and then never again, because I was like, oh, Overwatch 2 is Overwatch. And that's, yeah, it's just more Overwatch. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Sub, like, YouTube, Twitch. I have all the socials. I have an Epic Games Store creator code Pupsker. If you sub or use the Epic Games Store creator code on anything on Epic, it helps. So, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.